and welcome to CIO News. I am Khushbu Soni, your host for the broadcast and chief editor at CIO News. This is our exclusive interview series on the topic of accelerating in the digital age, powered by Logitech. This is a recorded session and will be available on our website, that is cionews.co.in, and our CIO News LinkedIn handle. I'm excited to introduce our guest for today. He is Nitin Nigam, the Assistant Vice President Technology. Nitin is an experienced tech leader and in the domain of quality assurance and program with demonstrated history of working in the internet industry. Nitin is skilled with 12 plus years of experience in startup environment, has a requirement analysis of 8 years in e-commerce agile methodologies. Nitin is also a Six Sigma and a strong personality assurance professional. Nitin, it's an absolute pleasure to have you.
Yeah, thank you, Khushbu.
Great. Nitin, I would like to start with, you giving us an insight. I mean, we've all heard of Lenskart, right? But it'll be great to hear from you if a little bit more about Lenskart.
Okay, so I'll start telling about the journey when Piyush Bansal, who is CEO of this organization, started this somewhere around in 2010, when many startups are coming at that point of time. So he thought about this unique idea to sell iframes, eyewears online. So even to my surprise, when I met him first time, so when he explained about this business idea, so I was surprised how people are going to buy specs online, how they are going to provide their prescription, how they are going to select a suitable frame for themselves. So this was a question. So he said, that's what we are here, and we are going to find out the solution, and we started our journey. So far now, Lenskart has more than 800 plus offline stores. Apart from that, we have presence in apps. We have our Android app, iOS app running, you can say, for more than 5 years now. We have presence in on desktop and M side since beginning. You can say in 2010 we started our both of these sites, and we have seen n number of technology upgrades and changes, and thankfully all were done by all the in-house teams. And so basically you can say Lenskart is a business by which we are serving our end users or customers in providing their specs with better quality using engineering, starting from their selection of frames to until we are delivering it. And in case something bad happened to their you can say iframe, and they want to return it back, so even everything, every bit and pieces has been developed and curated by Lenskart tech team. So that is a quite interesting part here. And when I started, so we used to be around 15 member tech team. Now we've grown to 200 plus now. So that's exciting part of you can say my journey in Lenskart.
Nice. That is great, Nitin. My next follow-up question is, if you can share your insights on your typical, how does your typical day looks like, in today's times, while it's all hybrid, it's work from home. So if you can throw some light on how your typical day looks like, and also that you mentioned you have a 200 team member. So if you can share some insights on that.
Okay, so if I talk about my day, so to begin with, first of all, when I'm starting my office, so I'm checking all the mails, and previous days mails, those came after working hours. So after completing those, I'm planning for my day, looking at the calendar, what all discussions are planned for that day. And after that, there are two scrums. I'm part of those two scrums. So there I'm listening my team, what they did during past day, and what they are going to do in present day, and what all challenges they faced yesterday. So we are not waiting for a weekly meeting or 15 days to learn about what challenges they face. We
Right.
are checking right away and then trying to resolve or trying to connect with the right person after that particular meeting, so that uh, uh, they are able to work and deliver on time whatever they have been assigned.
Right.
So post that, there are certain discussion at my levels where I'm meeting with in-house customers or sometime vendors, and post that I have kept 2 hours free for my team if they want to meet me for anything.
Right.
So there they can meet me. In case there is no appointment or any engagement planned for that, so I am devoting that time for my new hire or interview process. And then one of my team member is doing one good activity at the day end. There he's meeting all the team members and collecting what all things have been done and what is that day's status, and then he's sharing it with the over the mail with me and other stakeholders. So
Wonderful.
we are trying to uh, keep us in pace and to deliver in fast mode.
Right. Awesome. Awesome. My next question is, how important you think has collaboration become? And its platform proved to be effective when it comes to employees, vendor, and customer engagement, especially in the current times when it's more hybrid now. So, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, true. So collaboration in these virtual time is the key basically. Lot of
Right.
platform during these days has emerged and got massive adaption in these times, like Zoom, WhatsApp call, and Google Meet, Teams. So and very quickly they became household names as well.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about these things, and these platform has seen a massive upswing and adoption.
Right.
So one thing is that, so when we went first time went to lockdown, so that was the very first time we knew and we were aware that due to this increased digital adoption, people are going to need us more than before.
Right.
So and moreover there were a lot of optical stores, those were closed. So but at that moment, thankfully, due to our vertically integrated supply chain, we were able to serve our customer very well even during that time. And so within the you can say a week, we as a tech team get together and launched selling via WhatsApp for the first time. And now our customers can uh, do a purchase over the WhatsApp using a very familiar UX UI, and they are not facing any issues over there.
Right.
And moreover, WhatsApp uh, and moreover, this became to our surprise, this has become a very fast growing revenue channel and significant contributor for our organization right now.
Right. Great. Great. Um, my follow-up question, in fact, on that is, we've seen a lot of organizations, major challenges were to collaborate seamlessly and communicate with employees and customers to deliver a wow experience while remote working and now hybrid working. To embrace also their digital transformation without compromising on the quality, etc. So, what is your perspective on how should organizations approach this transformation from a collaboration perspective? If you can share some key takeaways.
Okay, so on collaboration perspective, we see it this thing as in two angles, basically for customer and for internal teams. For the customer, basically we have to go to the channel where most of our customers are present and they are very familiar to. Just like I mentioned about our WhatsApp integrated buying journey. So it's much easier and it's very, you can say much easier to drive a change which is already a prevalent platform and available to the end users. And for internal teams, we divide communication in two parts basically. So one is real time, other one non-real time. So for real time, definitely we are where we need constant collaboration between team and more members. So we are using Zoom and Google Meet, whatever is applicable for that particular team. So they are meeting there. And for non-real time, we are still dependent on emails and messengers. And most important for internal teams is that they are not mixing these two channels, communication and channels, wrongly. Else, it can lead to a chaos. Basically, uh, you can say if something can be done over email, and we are calling a meeting for that particular thing, so we are wasting time of all other stakeholders. And in other way, where we need a quick solution, but we have dropped a mail, so that can lead to a threats of 100 plus mails, and also we will lose our days as well. So that is the thing where we need to make a balance basically.
Great. Another question is, Nitin, what should leaders do to continuously engage and energize the remote employees, to make sure they deliver a qualitative and quantitative productivity? So if you can, share your best practices, that'd be great.
Okay, so when this work from home thing is started, so basically uh, you can say we can reframe it like people started working remotely. So this was not new for us because we were already present in two cities before pandemic. So Delhi NCR and then Bangalore office. So we used to collaborate between these two offices. Later, when this pandemic happened, so we opened our two new center in between this, just because we are already having experience about this collaboration. So we came up with our two new offices, Hyderabad and New York, where our tech team members are sitting now. And uh, we are using Atlassian project management tool for our tracking. So there we can see uh, real-time progress of each task. Let's suppose someone is working on this and he want to assign this task to someone new, or uh, or in technology term, dev want to assign it to QA and QA want to assign it to DevOps. So these progress we can see on the this Atlassian platform. And moreover, there is a new phenomena which we implemented around 2 years back. Is we divided our team into a small group of 10 people, so that these we call it pod. So these pod are aligned to a one common business goal, and these 10 people are collaborating with each other very frequently, and whether it's in person or remote, they are working closely, and then they are delivering their project. So that's how within the tech team of 200, we have 20 different pods, and these 20 teams are aligned to their particular goals. And just because of this operating model, you can say it became a blessing for us, and that's how we were able to get more talent from across the India during this pandemic time.
Interesting. Interesting. Um, But then what does the future of work look like for Lenskart?
Uh, okay, so basically we learned a lot during this pandemic as well,
Yeah.
and before that as well. So I would like to mention our Lenskart values, two values which is very close to my heart, like 10x thinking, and the other one is fail harder. So never hesitate to try anything, but before failing, try very hard.
Right.
So even this we are even after this pandemic we are learning, and before failing we are trying everything. So this gives us more learning, and if things are working out, so that is a blessing for our team as well.
Right.
So we can create a you can say a roadmap for other team or other organizations as well.
Right.
And one thing we are very sure that things will not be like it was in or before 2019. So that we are already prepared.
True. Wonderful. Great. Any one last question before we end? Any last best practices or learnings or do's and don'ts for our viewers that you would want to share through this platform?
Okay, so one, I think most of the teams and organizations are doing, but I would like to mention about it that uh, post this COVID, leaders should connect with their team in two ways, three ways, in fact. Uh, One for meet them personally to know whether how their work is going on,
Yeah.
set up collaborative time sessions with the team to know how team is thinking, and when they're meeting, so how they're behaving and how they're approach, how they're taking approach towards any goal.
Right.
And third one, set up a time with absolutely no agenda, think free, ask them to speak anything, whatever they want to discuss, whether it's cricket, football, politics, or anything. Choose any topic and do a discussion. And in these three ways, you will be able to basically encourage your team. You can keep them highly motivated as well.
Wonderful insights, Nitin. I would like to thank you once again for joining on this platform and sharing your experience and your journey with us. It's a pleasure to host you today.
Uh, yeah, thank you.